Oh, no, you don't. What the hell kind of truck am I driving around? Oh, no. Oh, my. What the hell is that? Oh, my gosh. Hey everyone, so this is intro take, whichever one this is. It's, well, only just a second intro take for this entire video, but yeah, I'm back with another video here. Yeah, it has been like over a week later ever since the last time I've recorded anything and posted a video up on my channel. And so it's mainly due to a whole bunch of factors that had been going on within my own mind for like the past several days at this point. Like, I wanted to record and do more videos for, well, the rest of June, but due to like some mental stuff going on with me feeling more than tired than I usually do feel like, well, for some reason nowadays I do. And yeah, it also led me to, well, doing some sparse uploads here and there. My whole uploading schedule has been out of whack so far, and so it's just mainly due to like some anxietal stuff that's been going on in me. But yeah, that's all fine. I'm not gonna bog y'all down with any more of like what's been going on, you know, for this entire intro so far. I wanted to do another video for quite some time, but you know, my motivation was still there, but it has been a bit shot. So, like, I wanted to record something, but I had like some, yeah, self stuff going on that I'm not gonna mention here in this intro. So yeah, this is another video of me, this time playing through another random horror game that I found over on itch.io that's called Last Kid on the Bus. How's it going, everyone, and welcome to another random horror game gameplay video, this time of me checking out another random horror game that's called, yeah, The Last Kid on the Bus. So yeah, recently, I don't know how recent it was, I, well, just felt bored and I was like scrolling out there on itch.io and I did stumble upon this horror game right here. So it's like another one of those PSX styled, you know, retro horror games where, yeah, and this horror game, we play as, like, maybe a kid who's, like, the last kid on the bus. And so we were, like, left behind. And, you know, whoever this twisted school faculty is, could be, like, a janitor of some kind. I have no freaking idea who this might be. So, yeah, we're just trapped over at this school. And so we have to try our best to, yeah, get the hell out of that said school with our lives intact. And yeah, after that, I do escape from this whole entire school, then no one's gonna believe me that a decrepit-looking school faculty was chasing me around it. So this has like some granny elements where, yeah, I have to go around this entire school and do like a couple of puzzles where, you know, I get one item, then I use that item on something else to get myself another item, and then do like one step at a time to unlock one exit out of this, well, school building. So yeah, that's all that I do know of on this game right here, and it's well, yeah, mainly because of this game page description that I didn't read, only just briefly. And so yeah, I know there has been like a couple of FNAF fan game, and yeah, I know there has been like you know, a couple of demos that dropped recently for a couple of other FNAF fan games that I've been keeping my eyes on, such as, well, a sequel to another FNAF fan game that goes by the name of Freddy and the Gang, you know, the sequel being called Freddy and the Gang 2, and there has been, like, a brand new demo for, you know, another FNAF fan game that's called Blood and Gears, and so, yeah, I will, hopefully anyways, check out those two demos whenever I can, and yeah, of course, as always, my commentary is all over the place. So yeah, without further ado, I guess I'll go ahead and get started with checking out the game page, and yeah, get started with The Last Kid on the Bus then, shall I? This game is inspired a total ripoff of the popular mobile game Granny. Figure out how to escape by using equipment scattered around the school while the bus driver is lurking with his sledgy hammy hammer. So yeah, we're going to be chased around this school building by a decrepit-looking bus driver. So they probably hired this motherfucker off of Craigslist, and Didn't even like do any sort of background checks on what he had done in his lifetime or if he had like a criminal record. I mean, seeing this freaking guy right here, he probably has like a massive criminal record history of being a freaking cannibal because he kind of looks like one in a way. And so yeah, here we have a few gameplay screenshots of, well, yeah, the overall gameplay, just showing off other rooms of the school and what is to be expected in this horror game here. Alright, so I guess without further ado, I'll go ahead and get started with this horror game then, shall I? And yeah, this video is like a nice sort of way of, well, me just getting back into the content creation. It's a nice little exercise for me after not doing any videos for a prolonged amount of time, just to, well, de-rust myself off a little bit. Alright, so here is The Last Kid on the Bus, and so this is made in Unreal Engine, so yeah, that's a really nice fun fact to also see and learn. Oh, and everything just had to load in the background whenever I just opened the game, so there goes this bus right over here, and what's with the whimsical music that's playing in the background? This would probably play for like maybe like a fairy tale sort of movie or something. Hey, okay. I mean, this actually goes hard in a way. And so, yeah, here is the school bus over here that, you know, this decrepit bus driver had been driving around. And so, yeah, I am the last kid to ever be, well, on the bus, as everyone had went off somewhere else. And maybe the bus driver was trying to kidnap me. And so that's the main reason why I'm the last kid on the bus. And I have to freaking escape with my life away from the bus driver in this, well, also decrepit looking school building. So yeah, I'm not gonna mess around with anything in the options. So yeah, let me get started with this horror game then, shall I? I low-key am thinking about wanting to, was thinking about wanting to do this, well, game in VR because it's made in Unreal. I was always the last one on the bus. We lived far on account of cheaper housing. After the last kid gets off, it's nearly half an hour before I get home. I had a hard day at school today. Yeah, ain't that the truth? But the sun feels good on my face. Oh man, this is like some really great nostalgia. And the drone of the engine always makes me feel tired. Yeah, there were like some other times where I laid my head on the side of, you know, the bus here. And so my freaking head just freaking, yeah, didn't feel good all that much with all the freaking rocking and backing and forth and that the school bus was doing, and all those vibrations were, well, going into my head, and yeah, it wasn't a really great thing. So yeah, I saw the bald back side of the freaking bus driver's head. Alright, and here I am, standing up in the school bus. Oh my gosh. What is the name of this soundtrack? I've heard this play so many times during, like, you know, Corey Kenshin's Spooky Scary Sunday videos and in a couple of 8-Bit Ryan's videos, as far as I do remember. So here is my backpack over here, and I got some skizzers. So wait, what do I do from here then? Oh, is there like a massive tarp that's covering the school bus? So I need to use the scissors for, oh, okay, just to cut this, well, right, glovebox open. So I have a screwdriver now, and I gotta, jumpstart the school bus with the screwdriver? Which opened those 2 bus doors. Yeah, why were the windows all fogged out? Did we, like, drive through, like, a massive mudslide? Well, the rest of the bus is clean, so maybe the janitor did his work with cleaning off the bus, but, yeah, the windows didn't look that cleansly. Also, yeah, that would have been a really creepy moment if the bus driver was looking at me from one of those 2 windows at the top. In a cliche manner, but hey, that's fine. I don't really mind all that much. It's just a funny little thing I was thinking about. Alright, so let me get inside, and of course there's a crawl space for me to go into. And here is... oh my gosh. Yep, I hear the school bus driver. Alright, so I'm just gonna call him BD. So BD is over there, and I'm gonna go down... Why would I want to go down into the basement immediately? Wait, is there like any locker hiding places in here? Oh, what is this? A block of ice. It seems like there's something... here, BD. Hey, yo, bus driver, please don't freaking smack me in the face with your sledge whammy hammy. Well, what the hell? Why are you walking like that? Nah, I am not gonna investigate more. More in there, I was gonna say. Alright, so there goes a couple of water fountains. Alright, I'm going in here. Oh, there's a fire extinguisher in here. Why can't I just pick that up and then bash it on the back side of the bus driver's bald-ass looking head? Alright, I'm shutting off that door. Oh my gosh, I'm getting some hiccups. Alright, I'm gonna see what's going on in here. Yeah, for a game that's been made in a week, this is already cool so far. So, I gotta... Uh-oh. Yep, I hear the bus driver outside. Why don't I just call him Baldy Driver? Nah. Baldy's trademark by someone else who owns his own schoolhouse. Alright, this music is making me sketched out. So, I have to find, like, maybe some heavy-duty bolt cutters or some other cutting devices. Alright, so this school might be small, so this entire building is not that freaking massive to traverse around in. So there's a hiding place over here that I can duck down under, that being a library table. Oh, what's over here? Oh, I got a valve for maybe a leaky steam pipe. Or just to deflood one of the lower places of this school building. Okay, so it feels like that I've seen this school building from somewhere else. But everything kind of has like this whole yeah, retro PSX shader or graphics style to it. Alright, so the bus driver ain't here yet. So I can crouch underneath the shelf and that door is open, so that means BD was over there. Oh, there's a world map. Oh, oh my gosh! Go, 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 go. Oh, there he is. Oh, no, you don't. He can crawl! Oh my gosh! Dude, no, 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 no. I'm hiding under here. I did not expect for him to be that smart. Okay. Oh, hell nah, bro. I did not expect for him to be that smart. So I can press left click. My gosh, what is with my English today? Or recently. It's been like that. So I can press left click to get out of the hiding spot. So he is smart enough to crawl under the shelf. I need to shut this freaking door. Alright, so is there like any other tables in here that I can use? Oh, what is going on over here? A Bunsen burner, but the gas won't turn on, so I need to maybe create like an explosive? Oh, and I can hide underneath this teacher's desk, but there's like nothing else useful in here aside from that half-assed Bunsen burner. No, I'm going in this unisex bathroom. No, he's coming over here. If I get knocked out by the bus driver, then will I be tossed back onto the bus? Alright, so I hear him walking around. This is so funny that a whole bunch of royalty-free bangers are playing in the background. I wish there was like a peeking mechanic. Oh, it's over here. Oh, there's a flask? Alright, so I'm gonna drop you. I'm gonna pick this up, and it's full of water. So do I need this for the Bunsen burner in the other classroom? Oh, well there is another very obvious... No, I'm hiding under here. Oh, he is hauling right now. How does he not see me with those dried up looking eyes that he has? Like, bruh. I got some water over here that you can drink. Okay, well, there he goes. He was just, like, checking on this classroom over here. I was gonna say it might be the moldy, rotted kind that, you know, you like. But the gas won't turn on. So do I have to create, like, maybe a gas leak in here? Alright, so he is going somewhere else. Had left the valve thingy in the unisex bathroom. So what's going... Oh, so there's the crawl space. Yeah, this entire map ain't that large, so I can easily traverse around the entire place and use all these key items. So the bus driver is roaming around up top. I'm going all the way down here. This is where I need to use the valve thingy. Oh, there's another table hiding spot. Okay. Gosh dang it, I don't even have the valve. It's like I'm all the way on the other side of this small building. Alright, I don't know where the bus driver is. I'm going over here. If he's in the bathroom, don't you dare be okay. Alright, so he's not in here. I'm gonna leave the flask in here, just in case, so I can go back up to the bathroom later and pick it up for some other part of this multi-step process to escape out of this school building. Alright, so now I can go back to the basement. Don't know where the bus driver is. And that is a good and bad problem. The gas is on. Nice. Is the bus driver gonna come down here? No, he didn't. I thought right as I turned on that generator, then he would have, like, hauled his way down there. Alright, so I'm getting this flask full of water, and I'm going to be using this for the Bunsen burner. Where the hell is the bus driver at? Don't care. Doesn't really matter right now. Hey! So now I'm creating, like, an artificial... Wait, do I need, like, boiling water? No, I don't need tongs to even... This is for the ice block. So I needed to heat up this flask full of water, and now I can dump this on the ice block and... He was there. Yeah, and so I got a knife, which means I can use this for the tied up shelf in the principal's office. So I can cut that very thick rope. That extra thick double C rope that I gotta cut. Hold on! Oh my gosh! He saw me. I'm not looking back. Oh, hell no. Yeah, I don't know if he's gonna freaking wham me in the face. How did I lose him that fast? I just freaking crouched in that one crawl space. And I lost him? Alright, was about to freaking be cautious and not say anything else, but let me saw away at this rope and then open up this filing cabinet, which I got a key. Wait, where are you? I don't know where the bus driver is. Alright, I'm gonna get the hell on out of here. Can I get out of here? Alright, so I just had to unlock that freaking padlock. Hey, I got some bolt cutters. I did mention about a certain bolt cutters before, and guess what? There's the bus driver. Ew, why are you walking around like that? He's walking around like he has a bad case of backache. So I'm gonna go out here and do I need to use the bolt cutters on some chains for this fence gate over here? Nice. So let me cut those chains off and get the hell on out of here. Hey, and just like Granny, he freaking looks out outside of the school building and tries to see where I ran off, and that was pretty much all it for this short horror game. Okay, I want to see what happens whenever I get smackoed in the face-o. What's going on? Wait, are we even moving? What's going on here? Wait, did he unleash like some anesthetic gas in the freaking bus? Drugged me out into a coma, and then he just drove me over to the school building. And guess what? Oh, I woke up in the bus after like a few hours later during the middle of the night, or, you know, at 3 a.m., the witching hour. And guess what? I have to do like this whole simple step process on trying to get the hell on out of here. Alright, so I want to ask for a death wish. I want to ask the kind bus driver a way out of this place. Or, as it turns out, I want to ask him what his hammer is doing. Oh, there he is. Speaking of the bus driver, hey, come over here. Hey, what's up, bro? Yeah, thanks for the thumbnail shot. And there we go, getting... Wow, as simple and as quickly efficient as that. I just got freaking smacked in my face by his sledgehammer, and I got thrown back onto the bus. So, did the kind bus driver fix up my own, well, head being dislocated nearly off of itself? And guess what? He snapped my head back in place, threw me back onto the bus, and guess what? Now it's like the very next day. So, yeah, I can, well, do this whole escape plan for as many times as I can, and he didn't even shut the front door. So yeah, I guess that was pretty much all it for this short granny-inspired horror game that's called The Last Kid on the Bus. Yeah, very nice and simple, short, granny-inspired horror game, just playing as the last kid who was on the school bus, and so, yeah, we just had to do, like, this whole step-by-step item process, go around this very small portion of the school building. I might have seen that building from somewhere, or I don't know if it's like an Unreal Engine, you know, building asset that you can buy and do a lot of stuff with the building itself, but if it isn't, then yeah, the more I freaking know. But yeah, it was really fun just playing a nice little grainy horror game, running around the school building, finding like one item at a time, and then, you know, eventually getting the heck on out of there by prying both of those, or just snipping both of those chains off of the fence gate, and I got out of there scot-free. And of course, just like with Granny, looking around in the forest just to see where I ran off, or in any of those other endings where, yeah, Granny and Grandpa were just looking around, seeing where I, you know, escaped from or off to. Yeah, the bus driver did the same exact thing, and yeah, he was trying to figure out where I've ran off. But guess what? He probably still does remember my face, or I will still be shocked if he actually does remember my face. Yeah, seeing how freaking old and quite disgusting that he is. So yeah, since this is like a very short horror game, I'll go out there on itch.io and find another one to add on into this video. This next one's called Nowhere Forest, and hence the name of this forest. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna be escaping out of this forest with our own lives. Nobody goes to the Nowhere Forest. People heard stories, but why do I care? I'm going to get me some easy game, to get some money and leave this business for good. So yeah, this is gonna be like a very short retro style PSX looking horror game. So let me go ahead and get started with this and see what's gonna go down over at Nowhere Forest. Oh, that is some very groovy sounding music. Yeah, this is like a pretty nice, you know, circular camera shot of this abandoned looking campsite. There is not a fire going on. There's like a hatchet buried within the ground, and there's like 4 log seats and only 2 tents that are not even that covered at all. Alright, just a couple of, well, sheets that are, well, propped up with a couple of sticks, and that's it. Alright, so let me press play and get started with
Every hunter
Nowhere
back
Forest.
at the lodge talked about the Nowhere Forest. They called it a ghost story, a
Nice
myth to keep
voice.
rookies from tracking game past the tree line after dark. They said something lives in the shadows,
Lives
something
in the
born
shadows.
from desperation, something always starving. I laughed, threw my shotgun in the truck, and drove out anyway. I should have listened.
Why did it look so flat to the road? Those tires are not even like, oh my gosh, and even like the controls seem a little bit floaty. So if I walked once, yeah, there's like a 1 second delay until I stop in place. And yeah, all 4 of these tires, what the hell kind of truck am I driving around? It looks like I'm driving around a piece of paper. A Toyota. I mean, bro, you probably got punked out of your damn money, bro. Yeah, I don't know how the hell to even describe this. It's like I'm driving around a piece of hand-drawn Sharpie construction paper. So, yeah, I used my own imagination to the test, and look at that. I freaking am driving around this piece of shit. And, yeah, I've spent more of my own budget on this realistic-looking double-barrel shotgun than on this entire truck here alone. So I'm gonna pick up this shotgun and yeah, I'm gonna go begin to hunt now. So there's like, oh, some, what is that here? High velocity. Oh, so are those like more shotgun rounds? Yes, they are. So I picked up a shotgun ammo box, and so this is where I'm gonna set up more of my own campsite at? Or was that other campsite made by some other people? Alright. Yeah, I heard like a wolf howling somewhere else. Golly, my English right now. So, do I have to go hunt down for that said wolf, or any deer nearby? Since, yeah, this is game hunting after all. And so, I'm only just nothing but a couple of floating arms, floating throughout this, forest trying to hunt some game. Alright. Yeah, this forest is very, very peaceful. Like, whenever I'm... Man, I really want to do that more. Just go out there to, like, a nearby forest and walk around. Hopefully I don't get mauled by a bear. Oh, no. Oh, my... What the hell? Did a coconut drop on my head? What just happened? Why did I suddenly pass out there in front of this, head spike over here? And my shotgun is gone. So someone went up here and then knocked my own lights out, and guess what? It's nighttime now. So do I have to go back to my... Oh, that is a pretty looking skybox, though. So I do have to go back over to my construction paper-made truck and get out of here? Oh, what is this over here? Oh, it looks like... What is that? Just some remains? Oh, and I can press right-click to zoom in with my ocular lenses? Oh, wow. That is a pile of dead remains. Alright, where's my truck at? It's still over there. So, right up the walkway over to that tree is such a short distance away. Oh, do I need to, like, collect some sticks to make a fire? So I'm gonna go back over here. Wait, do I have to drive out of here? No, wait a minute. Wait. Okay, that was my own delayed footsteps, and why are my own tires clipping through the back of the truck, man? Alright. I gotta get some freaking sticks here. Why can't I get these sticks? Oh, great. Do I have to get my shotgun back? After being knocked the frick out? Wait, what? Alright. I don't know what the hell I'm doing right now. I was here originally to hunt for some game, and guess what? I got knocked out by an unexplainable force. Wait, do I have to pick up this bone? What? Where's my shotgun at, man? Alright, or maybe I have to explore more of this forest after getting myself knocked out. What is the... I sure as hell don't know. So, Nowhere Forest. Oh my gosh, it ain't no joke at all. Like, y'all should not go to this damn forest at all. If y'all do, then you're gonna get knocked out in front of, like, a freaking stab through head on a spike. Alright. Do I really have to explore more and more of this forest? Just to figure out what else I gotta do? Yes. That is some realistic-looking, white, noisy tree bark. Alright, but yeah, I can give it to this game. Like, the skybox that the dev used, yeah, it looks very pretty. I like it. But I don't like having my head smashed in by someone. Where the frick is my damn shotty at? My double-barrel shotty. I hope that this cannibal person doesn't have my shotty, or else I'm dead. Did I really... I'm lost. Was that supposed to happen first or last after I'm done hunting something? Alright, man. So, I'm going out on the outer perimeter, and I'm back to where my original campsite is. Cool. What the hell is that? What the hell? What? Huh? I'm gonna have to turn down the loud,
Every hunter back at the
ear-busting
lodge
jump
talked
scare
about the
that just
nowhere
happened.
forest.
Okay.
They called it a ghost story, a myth to keep rookies from tracking
What
game
the
past
hell
the
is
tree
going
line
on?
after dark.
Oh, wait, what? Okay, are you for real? So, that campsite, which was on the menu, can be found. Like, I can inspect in some of these piles of crap that are everywhere. Yeah, I can hold E to inspect this stick pile. Ah, and there's like a line drawn out all the way over to the next waypoint I need to head over to. So whatever I did, oh yeah, that's a pile of poop. Whatever I did before wasn't the actual way. Right. What? Where's that line going over to? Oh, over here? To this... Oh, there's some game. Yeah, I freaking shot down a boar. Alright, dude. So I can go over there and maybe inspect... Oh, wow. So yeah, I skinned that dead boar and... Yeah, I'm just gonna freaking... put this back in my truck, or do I still go on this whole path I'm going on to investigate where this other campsite is? Huh. Well, hey, I got myself my very first kill and not accidentally derail off of what this game was trying to do in the first place. Okay, I'm not going over there. I learned my lesson. If I go over there and investigate what that head on a stick is, then I'm gonna get myself knocked out, and then in the nighttime, yeah, I'm gonna get myself ear blasted by a freaking big scary monster. Alright, so I'll throw the skin in the back of my truck. And do I need to inspect some other piles of stuff? No, I'm running into the street. Really? So I skipped half of the game accidentally just by seeing what was up with that whole ritual site. Alright, so I'm gonna investigate more of this forest and, yeah, just find out where, oh, this other campsite is? So what is going on over here in this clearing? Nothing underneath that rock. Nope, nope. Aha! I'm not going over there. Screw you. I am not gonna get a massive coconut dropped on my damn head. What an interesting game that this is. So, I need to reload, standing still. But in some other first-person shooter games, yeah, you're still able to move around while reloading. So the multitasking in this game is, well, not a thing. Alright. And so I can go... No way I can fall out. This is not supposed to... Oh no. With the delayed 1 second movement, if I press W forward right over here, then I'm gonna fall off. I'm gonna have to be very freaking careful with where I step on the outer boundaries of this map. That's not supposed to happen. Okay, so I shot down one boar and that was it? Oh, there's a baby tree over here. That's pretty cute. Here's the boar I've just shot down earlier. Oh, there's another pile of sticks over here I can inspect. Oh, and I need to go over there. So these piles of sticks, I think, spawn in one at a time near your campsite so that you can follow those paths one at a time so that you can find these animals to, you know, hunt down and then, well, yeah, take the skins off of and move on to the next animal at a time. So where's this... Okay, did I not inspect this poop enough thoroughly? Bro, where do I go from here? Dude, this line ain't working. Huh? Okay. This line ain't working, pal. So wait, do I have to walk forward like this until I come across something else? Oh, there's the other campsite. Alright, so it was... There's another boar. Yeah, get shot down, bruh. Alright, so here's another campsite, but the one on the menu looked way more different, so that was like another 210 campsite. So what does this note entail here? The guys are making fun of me for writing this note, but I don't know. I feel something off in this woods, or in these woods. At night, I feel heavy breathing near the tent, and somehow the trees are watching. This is kinda iffy to read on this freaking grid notebook paper. I heard tales about the Wendigo, so whatever that creature was that killed me last time is a Wendigo. If something happens to me, dear reader, erase my browser history? Alright, man, I think I kinda... Really? How do I get off of this note here? I did not mean to waste another shotgun ammo. Excuse me? Oh no, how do I get off of this note here? Alright, so I had to press escape just to back out of that note. Alright, so I'm gonna skin this dead boar and put this hide on the back of my truck. I don't know what's going on with that wolf, alright? I am gonna mind my own business and continue on with my own hunting venture. And I'm venturing all the way back to this horrible ass looking truck of mine. Why does this look so terrible? It's like one of those children's drawings of like a kid drawing a freaking car. Alright, so where's this next pile of sticks at? Oh, over here. And so is this gonna lead me to that? Oh, is the sun starting to set? Ooh. So another place for me to explore. Perfect. So sticks always lead to manure, which always leads me over to another landmark, which leads me over to... Oh, which leads me over to bones. Oh, let me just shoot that boar. Yeah, get freaking capped. And so now it's time for me to get myself another hide, which will cost me maybe 20 cents max. Alright, so let me go back over to my truck. Is the Wendigo gonna pop out and murder me? If I'm trying to hunt down more and more wildlife? Like, is the Wendigo not appreciable of me, well, hunting in his woods? Alright, so I got another hide down. I think I need to get myself one more. Oh, so this is where I went to find the first boar. Oh, so, wait. No, the other stick pile disappeared. Okay. So this one just materialized in front of my truck. So I'm going to hold E to inspect this pile of sticks. I'll go over here to the manure pile, to the bone pile, and that's where I can all... No, wait. That was the third boar I just freaking hunted down. Where's this other... Oh, it's over here. I like the premise of this game. It just kind of feels a little bit weird. So the line takes a bend over here. And this takes me over to this ritual site. So if I inspected this bone pile, then is that fourth boar gonna show up, or this is supposed to happen? Oh, there goes the second boar that I've hunted down. So yeah, my original campsite and this ritual site over here aren't even that far away from each other, so yeah, if this ritual site can be interactable and I can immediately go into the, well, next part of the game, then I feel like that I shouldn't be able to go over here, or maybe like the walkway to go over to this freaking ritual site needs to be blocked off with an invisible wall, and so I can, well, actively, and so yeah, I can actually hunt down these three boar first, then go over to this ritual site, investigate it, get knocked out, and then, yeah, the game is over from there. Alright, so here I go getting knocked out again. Yep, there I go. What is with that? Did like a stray bone fall from like the top of the tree? And then, well, bash me on the frickin' head? Alright, so there goes that bone pile. I'm going all the way back to my truck so I can, well, start up the last bit of this game. If I can find it, that is. Where's my origami truck at, huh? Oh. There's a dead boar over there. Bruh. Wait, can I jump off of this boar corpse? I can push it. So what if I pushed one of those dead boar over to my truck and then offered that as a sacrifice and barter the Wendigo with my life? So I could give him one of those boar remains and I can live. That could be a cool idea, but guess what? I'm back over at the ritual site, am I? Alright, man. So I'm gonna retrace my steps over to where my truck is, or where I took this original path that led me over to the ritual site. And I do believe this is where my truck is. Yep, it's right over there. Is the Wendigo gonna... Yep, it did. No. It's chasing me down. Yeah, it is like way faster than me. Alright, so I guess that was pretty much all it for this short hunting-based game that's called Nowhere Forest. It had a neat, simple premise. Just go around, find like these piles which led over to these boar that we had to hunt down. But yet that end part kind of felt anticlimactic, just getting knocked out over at this ritual site, going back over to our truck, and then the Wendigo just mysteriously spawned in? And so, yeah, it just all ended up being a full-on jump scare, and that's where the end of the game is. Alright. Yeah, this was a decent little short game, but I felt like there could have been something more going on right at the very end, but I still had a nice sort of time with playing through Nowhere Forest. Also, another nice bit of constructive criticism here. Some human voice acting for, like, the intro cutscene would have been a better suit or choice to do, but yeah, this was another neat short horror game, though. This last one's called Don't Run, and so yeah, I just had to run on this one road while an entity is chasing after me, and hopefully I can find a way out of this, well, someplace that I'm about to explore a whole lot of. A short horror exploration prototype where you must find the road while avoiding a roaming entity. Focuses on atmosphere and tension over story or content. You wake up in an empty, unfamiliar landscape. Your goal is simple. Find the road and leave, but something is already out there. And again, there goes all the simple controls that are in like 99.9% of games out there. So yeah, I just had to find my own, correct way out of like this said weird place, and yeah, just find the road on out of this weird odd place, and yeah, just escape with my life away from this other entity that's also hunted me down. Yep, very cut and dry horror gamey stuff going on. Alright, so I'm just gonna go ahead and get started with this horror game and see what's gonna happen. This is like the more hefty horror game that I had downloaded, and yeah, I'm about to freaking play through myself here. Yep, I see the game opening in the background behind the games folder. So here is, the third and final game called Don't Run. So I woke up in this very mysterious house, and so yeah, here is the kitchen. It's looking very nice and simple, and here is a note on this table that I can read. You're awake. The drugs should wear off soon, and you'll be able to walk. Am I hearing like some squelchy sounds, or is that something on... What the hell? I'm sorry I brought you here. You wouldn't understand. This is my home, and I couldn't leave it, even when everyone else left. It leaves me alone if I feed it. All these years, it lets me stay, but I can't do it anymore. There's a road not far from here. You'll be safe there. Or, yeah, you'll be safe then. Just don't make too much noise. My torch is in the other room. You're going to need it. So I've been drugged by this other person, and yeah, they pretty much saved my life away from like this monster. And so this monster leaves you the frick alone whenever you satisfy its hunger needs. And so, and there goes the person hanging in the bathroom. Yeah, I'm just gonna have to say it there bluntly. I might have to censor that out just because it's a, well, dark thing there. But yeah, I just don't want some people to, well, get triggered by that. So yeah, I'm just gonna have to censor that out, and if there's like anyone out there who was triggered by those sort of dark elements, then yeah, I'm just gonna, well, blur out the screen during that said moment, just in case. Walk, don't run. It finds you faster. If it chases you, get inside, it stays outside. So this monster is afraid of... Oh, indoors? Okay, so let me pick up that flashlight and get the hell on out of this apartment building. I kind of want to explore... Oh, wait. Can I explore up here? Oh. Well, that door doesn't open since it's all locked up, or there's not, like, any interactive props that are, well, telling me that I can interact with that door. So... Oh, I can go through any doors that I can see. Right. Yeah, this is a prototype built... I could have sworn if I was stuck in that room. Right, so each of these apartment rooms are the same. Alright, so if this is the case where I can go through almost any door that I find, what if I went up to the top floor again? You know, go up here to my home floor, or, well, my quote-unquote home floor, since this isn't where I freaking live exactly. I got kidnapped by this one other person, but, well, at the same time, they saved my life, so... Thank you so much to whoever this weirdo savior is that try to keep my life safe away from, like, this entity that's patrolling around the place outside. So I have to find, like, some other buildings to go inside of. And hopefully that this monster doesn't freaking kill me. Alright, so where's this main road at? I think I might be on the main road. So I have to follow, like, these street lights over here. This is giving me, like, some LSD Dream emulator vibes. You know, most specifically in the nightmares sections of that game. Where, yeah, you're, like, wandering around in this nightmarish hellscape in, like, this dark city. And so, yeah, occasional spooky things do tend to happen. So do I go over there? There's, like, a large truck I could see along with another car. What the hell? What the hell is that? Oh my gosh! No, 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 no. I'm going in here. I'm going in here. Screw you, screw you, screw you. No, 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 no. Holy crap, I'm in here. Ah! You can't come in here. I'm inside of a building. I don't know what the monster is. I hear, like, some screaming. And now the screaming stopped? What the hell? Where am I supposed to go? Yeah, I heard, like, some gurgles coming from behind me, and sure enough, there was, like, a demon chasing me. I don't know what the monster looks like. Okay. That's just nothing but some ambient noise. If I hear some deep screams, then that's the entity chasing me. I'm actually leaning more into my freaking screen right now. Okay. Well, there goes another truck, but it's all tipped over. So I can go into these houses and camp out in them if need be, so I can get away from this damn monster. Okay, so I'm still following this main road, just in case to find the way out of this, well, cursed place that I'm in. No. No, 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 no. I hear it. Alright. I'm still following the streetlights. Just don't pay attention to the monster. Okay, is there, like, any other buildings down here? Bruh. I am still following the main road here. Alright, so this is still sort of working. Like, the monster is located around somewhere behind me. If there is a building, I'm going there. But there isn't any other buildings? There is some other place off to my right. Yeah, I think the monster is definitely, like, stalking behind me. Just slowly and steadily coming over to me. Like, they omnisciently know where everywhere I'm going. And so they're lightly stalking me behind somewhere. But for now, I'm... No. No. That's the monster! Oh my gosh! No, 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 no! I need to get in here. I need to get in here. Yeah, I'm screwed. Do I have infinite sprint? I think I might have infinite... No, this is a dead end. I'm gonna have to juke you? Hey! Where do you think you're going? Oh. Does this qualify as an indoors place? This freaking back alley dead end? Okay. So I lost them. So they just suddenly disappeared. So like they chase after me. I see how the monster works, and it's very, very simple. So if I go into a building or, well, somewhere else that qualifies as it being an indoors place, then the monster freaking screams like a freaking freak and then just disappears after a few seconds. Okay. Now, where the hell is the main road at then? Since it looks like the main road I was taking takes like a sharp bend over into this parking lot. So do I really have to go in here and follow where the main road goes? Like, it doesn't go out over there, so might as well have to go into this back area and see where the main road goes. Like, if I go over here, then this is the same dead end. No. I hear the monster. Really? Oh. What if I stayed over here? They're probably gonna run over to where I'm at. If they're smart enough. And they disappeared. Good. Good, you frickin' disappear, you freaky monster. And I like how this pavement sort of slowly fades into like a grass patch over here. But I need to follow more of the main road and get on out of here. I don't know how large that this world is that I'm roaming around in. Is this like an open world game where I have to keep on... I heard them. I heard them. Okay, I need to freaking go. I don't know where I need to go, though. Where do I follow this scuffed road? I sure as hell don't know. I'm gonna have to go out in the wilderness so I can find another main roadway and follow that instead. This is not a good idea. Hear the monster behind me? Alright. I'm gonna have to keep on running in front of me so I can find where another road might be, and that is another floating tree. Yeah, I think I'm not supposed to see any of this. Like any of these floating trees here, since I'm not supposed to be out in the middle of the woods trying to find where another main road is. And my gosh, that is another floating tree there. I am lost. I am not supposed to be over here. Okay. Yeah, if there's anything else new that does come up here shortly, then I'll... Gotta back up to there? Oh gosh. Stop No, 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 no. But it's like if I run after a while, then the monster disappears? Okay, really. I need you to disappear any second. Any second? Bro. The monster's still chasing me. Not anymore, they are. Hell yeah. How about you screw off and let me roam around in these endless woods forever? Yeah, this is giving me like some classic Slendy Tubbies map vibes here with how large that this entire map is. Oh! Well, I found a fence over here that's keeping me from outside of the main roadway I need to go over to. Alright, really? So what if I followed the reverse way of the road here? So, yep, I'm back on the road. So that's where the warehouse place might be. I'll run over here and see if this goes anywhere different. Okay. Well, there goes, like, another You found the road. I guess that was pretty much all it for Don't Run. Huh. Okay, I like how simple the overall game is. Just run around until you find the main road and follow that said road till, you know, you find the exit, but this is like a prototype build, so I'm just gonna cut it some slack with how confuzzled that I was throughout my entire experience here. And so, yeah, the monster just spawns in, chases after you, and despawns, so yeah, it was very simple to outrun the freaking monster because there was like infinite sprint. So I didn't really have to find any other buildings or, well, anywhere else that I can help myself inside of or right over at until the monster does disappear. So, yeah, I actually want to see what happens whenever I do get caught by the monster, though. I'll take a left turn over here and see if this road goes anywhere else. Oh! I thought I just saw a shimmer over there. But no, I guess I didn't. Oh. Well, there goes a couple of fallen street lights. So I wasn't supposed to go over at the warehouse. Where am I going? I don't know where I'm going. Yeah, that whole road just freaking got disconnected from each other so hard. Like, I was wandering in the forest, and apparently I found another part of the road. And eventually the way out. There you are. Hey, you look like a goofy bro. Wait a minute. Are you a pumpkin-headed monster? Yo! Yeah, you come over. What kind of goofy armor is that? Come over here and get me. What the hell just happened? Did I get stomped over on by the damn pumpkin-headed monster? So, I guess that was pretty much all for this random collection of itch.io horror games. And this is like one of the more interesting collection of itch.io horror games that I had ever founded before. So yeah, this first game right here was a nice little short, fun, granny-inspired horror game, just finding one item at a time and just doing like this whole simple granny escape process. And yeah, we just escaped out of the school grounds away from this decrepit looking bus driver. And so for Nowhere Forest, I do have like a couple of constructive criticisms about this game here, such as one, you know, human voice acting would be a really much needed change, and number two, there should be like this sort of waypoint system. I don't know how difficult that's going to be to implement into, well, any Unity made horror games, because this is a Unity made project here after all. So yeah, maybe like a waypoint system could be really nice to, well, implement into this game, or maybe just like more voice lines that indicate of what we got to do next, because yeah, anyone who plays this horror game for the very first time might end up doing the same exact thing as I had done on my first playthrough, and yeah, just find that ritual site, get boinked on the head, and get myself freaking ear blasted by this gosh dang Wendigo. And so yeah, maybe if our character did say and, well, notice like any stick piles that were left around us, then that means we can go over to the stick piles and then follow like these lines, you know, to that manure pile, and then the bone pile last, and then we can, you know, cap any of those boars right in their domes, and so we could just do like this, you know, skinning process, and yeah, just basically some more hunting stuff, and then just eventually move on over to the, well, final path, where the ritual site is, and that is where the end of the game is going to be at. And so yeah, for the rest of the game, I really did like the PSX retro style, but, you know, there can be like some invisible walls that could be added into the game as well, and just to construct us into this, you know, small playable area or space that we need to only wander around in. Or if we're like going on these separate paths, then there could be like some invisible walls, or maybe some other dirt trail paths which could lead to those you know, piles that we need to look for, and then eventually hunting down all 3 of those boars, go over to that ritual site, and then that's where the end of the game is going to play out. And so, yeah, for this final game, it wasn't anything remarkable. It was just like a prototype for a horror game where we just had to run on this disjointed road away from like this pumpkin-headed monster that chases after us. Yeah, occasionally does spawn in from time to time. And so, yeah, if we just run for like a few more seconds with our infinite, limitless sprint that we do have, then yeah, the monster disappears after like a few seconds of us running later. And so, yeah, just trying to figure out where the actual exit was only just took a little bit of time after running through the woods, away from like the warehouse that I did found before. But yeah, soon afterwards, I did escape with my own life. I founded the road again, which led over to this open gate. And so that is where the end of the game is. And so yeah, that's where the end of this rando itch.io horror games episode is. And so yeah, this was like another rando neat collection of itch.io horror games that honestly did take me a little bit of time to, build up and try to see which horror games might be some really nice to decent picks for this video alone, because there's like a couple of other horror games that I found, but well, those horror games didn't even work because, my antivirus on my PC was freaking the hell out, and yeah, due to like one other sewer horror game that I found. And see, another horror game didn't want to work, and there was like this other Japanese horror game that was, yeah, about like this steel bridge that was hidden up in the mountains, but yeah, I couldn't understand what any of the characters were saying with all that Japanese text. So yeah, I did sift around more a little bit on itch.io just to see if I could find like another horror game that might be a nice to decent sort of pick for this episode, but then I just ended up adding like the short category onto the horror category, and so that's whenever I found it. Don't Run, and it looked very interesting, so I gave it a go. And so I said, yeah, this is like the very final game that I will be settled on playing through. And so yeah, I guess that was pretty much all for my overall thoughts on all 3 of these horror games, as I had founded this collection of horror games on itch.io. Yeah, there's like nothing else more for me to say aside from, yeah, this very first one right here, in my own opinion, is like the best horror game out of like, the 3 horror games that I found. But no, yeah, Nowhere Forest was a nice little bite-sized hunting horror game that had like a couple of, well, faults or iffies here and there. And Don't Run is just like a prototype for a horror game that's very short and simple. Just run away from a freaking monster, okay? Yeah, just run away from a monster that chases after you, and yeah, find where the exit is. So if anyone has enjoyed this entire video, as I finally had gotten the chance to record another gameplay video after over a week later of me just, having like this whole mental slump in my own mind, and, just sort of, getting some of that nice motivation back in my own brain just to record another one of these videos. And yeah, I guess if any one of y'all has enjoyed this entire rando itch.io horror games episode, then y'all do down there, since all of you are amazing, like, comment, and definitely subscribe if y'all haven't already, and hit that bell to be notified of all my future content and streams, because there's sometimes stream on my channel. And to those who are watching this video on y'all's mobile devices, then hype this video up with y'all's free hype points so that this video can be pushed out there more in the YouTube algorithm for more people out there to see. Man, I freaking missed saying all this stuff so much. So I'll see y'all right up until next time. Thank y'all guys so much for watching and supporting the channel as always. So yeah, see y'all later.